Hi there. So I thought we'd spend a few minutes talking about how to attract your ideal client and how to retain them long term. The secret sauce, actually. My name is Krista Hollingsworth, and I am the founder of helpyougrowcro.com. And I work with founders and C suite executives of well established companies, and I help them scale and grow their top line revenue. So the secret sauce is give them what they want, and then you give them what they need. Too often, we focus on in our marketing messaging, our business development process, we focus on giving them what they need and over explaining that instead of focusing on what they're asking for. So I'll give you an example. Imagine you're a doctor and you have a patient come in and she has a swollen knee and she's in a lot of pain. You look at her x-ray, you see that there's a fracture, and then you look a little bit more deeply into her chart. You realize she's a woman of a certain age. She may have the beginnings of osteoporosis. And so you start talking to her about that. You start talking to her about her diet. You start talking to her about the kinds of vitamins that she should take, about weightlifting, and you never really address the immediate reason why she's in your office, which is the knee. How do you think the patient would feel? Frustrated, right? She's going to feel really frustrated, maybe just more than frustrated. She's going to leave you a bad Google review, and then she's going to go to another doctor. So we often do this in the sales process, like I said, the sales process and in our marketing messaging, where we don't really address what a client is asking for. And I'll give you another example. So imagine that you are an IT professional and you have this prospective client. Client says, we really don't like our IT, our other IT people. We want to make a change. They're not doing the things that we want them to do. And you say, okay, that's great. And so you start taking an assessment and you're talking to them and you think, you need security. You also need more security. You need a security operations center. You need to have a chief information security officer on your team. You need all of these things when in reality, the prospect starts to get frustrated and say, look, I just want my computers to work. I just want my email to work. I just want our uptime. I don't need all of that. That's a great way to lose a client. The way this could go is you give them a basic package to address the specific need, the specific ask, the want that they have, the thing that they're asking for. You give them that. And then over time, you address these other really important issues. It's not that you're wrong. It's just that people get frustrated when you don't acknowledge the thing that they are asking for. So what if you have someone that is maybe going to break your process, right? Maybe it's not a good fit. I'll give you another example. So we had a prospective client and she wanted to grow her revenue and she was fixated on social media to do it, which is fine. So we can help with that. So we start doing a little bit of digging and we see that she really needs a brand strategy after we do our discovery call and we do some more research. She doesn't really have a logo. She doesn't have anything on which to build the foundation for a successful social media campaign. And if we're responsible for the results, then this is the foundational stuff that we need. And quite frankly, she wasn't interested. She just wanted the social media. So it wasn't a good fit. So that's an internal conversation that you ought to be having with your business development team, with your current customers. What is it that you're really wanting? What is it that you're really looking for? And then you can take that and you can apply it to your outreach. It's a great way to simplify the process, actually. Well, anyways, I could talk your head off about this subject. So I would love to hear from you. If you have any feedback, if you have any thoughts about this, if you have any of your own best practices, any questions, please let me know. Until next time, bye.